This is a short video to show you where the quadratic formula came from, how it was derived by completing the square. So we're first starting with a quadratic equation in standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So when we solve by completing the square, the first step is to divide everything by a. And then I get x squared plus b over ax plus c over a equals 0, or 0 over a. Next, move the constant to the right-hand side. So I have x squared plus b over ax, I'm leaving a space to complete the square, equals negative c over a. What do I need to add to both sides? Well, remember, that's half of the coefficient of x squared. So half of b over a is b over 2a, and I square that. I add it to the left, and I add it to the right-hand side. So remember, we specifically added that quantity so that we could factor the left-hand side as a perfect square. So I have my parentheses with my square on the outside. I have square root of x squared is x, and the square root of b over 2a quantity squared is b over 2a, and it gets the sign of the middle term. So the left-hand side factors to x plus b over 2a quantity squared, and then the right-hand side. Okay, so now I need to simplify negative c over a plus b squared over 4a squared. In order to add fractions, I need a common denominator. It's going to be 4a squared. A times what is 4a squared? 4a. So I need to multiply my numerator by 4a. 4a times negative c is negative 4ac. That's over my common denominator, 4a squared, plus b squared over 4a squared. And now, common denominator, I can combine them into one fraction with the denominator. I'm going to do that and switch the order so that the b squared is first. So b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. Okay, now this is a quadratic equation that we're going to solve by taking the square root of both sides. Square root of the left-hand side, x plus b over 2a. Square root of the right-hand side, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. Okay, I can take the square root of the denominator, so the only thing that changes between these two lines is now the square root sign only covers the numerator, so plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over, and then I take the square root of 4a squared and get 2a. Let's get x by itself. I'm going to subtract b over 2a, so x equals negative b over 2a, or the opposite of b over 2a, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So these are two fractions with the same denominator, so we can add them. And I'm just going to combine them into one fraction. X equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And this is the quadratic formula.